How we doing, Miami Heat fans? Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It's Monday, the grind begins. So what better way to have it than with another Miami Heat Talk video? Now, take a moment, you guys, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. We are very close to that 2,000 subscriber mark. Thank you guys so much for helping me get there. Now, as you guys know, I really don't post any videos on Sunday. Sunday's my time with my wife and my kids. We usually try to have a family day together. You know, I usually try to keep things as balanced as I possibly can. Yesterday, you know, I was in a family member's house. We're watching the Dolphins game. Fortunately, Dolphins take that big L from the Bills, which sucks terribly. During the day, though, I see an update from guys like Woj and Shams. And I'm going to talk about this very briefly, you guys. I know Miami Heat haters are basking in glory this weekend because not only do the Miami Heat lose out on Damian Lillard, but the Miami Heat do lose out on another player that went to a rival. Jrue Holiday was traded from the Portland Trail Blazers to the Boston Celtics. In return, the the Portland Trail Blazers got Robert Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, and 2 future first-round draft picks. So, this whole process, the Portland Trail Blazers sending Damian Lillard. In return, they received DeAndre Ayton, Robert Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, the kid Kamara, forgot his first name, 3 future first-round draft picks as well, with pick swaps included also with the Milwaukee trade. So, all in all together, 3 first-round draft picks, young assets, DeAndre Ayton. I think Portland scored on this. I mean, I know we've said a lot about Joe Cronin and the Portland Trail Blazers in this process, you guys, but I think Portland did great. You know, one thing I will say about this channel, you guys, I know it's a Miami Heat channel, but I don't bash other teams. I call it like I see them. When another team does great, I'll give them credit, and credit is given where it's deserved. Portland really came out big, even though, you guys, I still feel that the Miami Heat still could have offered Portland a better offer. Remember, like I've said in the past, the Miami Heat and the Phoenix Suns were in talks about a possible 3 to 4 team trade with Portland and possibly Indiana to maybe even get Buddy Hield as well. Miami was looking to send Portland 3 future first-round draft picks, unload Tyler Hero to get them even more draft capital, which would have been 4 to 5 draft picks. Maybe Miami would have even sent Nikola Jovic, Jaime Jaquez, maybe even Caleb Martin. If it would have came down to the nitty-gritty, you guys, I know Miami would have opened up a trade value. It's like Pat Riley said, the offer is the offer. Go out there and see what you can get. But like Damian Lillard's agent, Aaron Goodwin, said, it takes 2 sides to make a trade. Portland just didn't want to trade with Miami. And now that more time is going on, you guys, you're seeing reports from big reporters out there and stuff like that are even possibly saying that it's likely that the NBA even told the Portland Trail Blazers, whatever you do, don't deal with Miami. And that part makes a lot of sense, you guys, because nothing about the Heat or Portland. This is about the NBA's problem with players signing huge long-term contracts with teams and then just requesting a trade. So instead of going to a different team in free agency, now players are able to go to different teams in the beginning stages of their contract. I know this is pissing off the NBA with guys like James Harden, Damian Lillard trying to take control of their situation. Maybe the NBA possibly told Portland, look, whatever Miami offers, don't accept it. We'll find you a trade partner. Much props to Joe Cronin for waiting. Much props to Cronin. Much props to the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. These are 2 teams that have lost to the Miami Heat multiple times in the playoffs. So you have to upgrade your roster. Jimmy and Bam and the Heat are that good in the playoffs, you guys. Say what you want in the regular season. When it comes to playoff time in the Eastern Conference, ain't no better performer than Jimmy Butler. So Boston and Milwaukee have learned that over the few years. They've upgraded their rosters. Mad credit to them. They are the favorites in the East. But I will say this, not just as a Miami Heat fan and an NBA fan, as a realist and facts that have been shown in the past. The last thing anyone should do, the last thing anyone can do is doubt this Miami Heat team. With Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and the best coach in the NBA, Erik Spoelstra, I am confident that this Miami Heat team can still make noise in the 2024 season. Now, this video, you guys, is not going to be about trade ideas. Look, Miami has their current roster, and they do have tradable assets. The trade deadline isn't until February, you guys. Miami can still make a deal during the season, but let's not talk about future deals, because what was today? Today was NBA Media Day for the Miami Heat. You saw Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Erik Spoelstra, and the guys come and make statements. Jimmy Butler, being the troll that he always is, dressed up in emo fashion with the straight hair, the piercings, the eyeliner. Jimmy being Jimmy. How can you not love Jimmy Butler, you guys? I mean, he's our captain. He's our leader. He's going to go ahead and lead us to the promised lands. I truly feel, you guys. And Jimmy Butler even said it in NBA Media Day. This is the year. This is the time. This is the Miami Heat's year. We need to strike and strike now. Now, look, everybody's going to talk crap. Everyone's going to say Milwaukee and Boston made huge upgrades. Miami lost Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. Miami go down the totem pole. It's like everybody forgets what Miami Heat did in the 2023 playoffs as an 8th seed. Nobody believed in the Miami Heat. You doubt this team, they continue to shock the world. And I'm going to say 2 words, you guys. 2 words on why I'm truly feel confident in this Miami Heat team. Hit me buckets. As long as this Miami Heat team has Jimmy Butler, I am confident that Miami can still do damage. Look, did I want Damian Butler here? Damian Lillard. Did I want Damian Lillard here? Absolutely, you guys. But I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it. I am fully confident in this current Miami Heat roster. Now, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it me being biased. You can call me just not accepting the truth. You can say whatever you want. But let's talk about the facts with this current Miami Heat team. Because when you look at this roster, currently construed, how can you doubt it? Let's go over it, shall we? Now, look, I'm going to give you guys my opinion on what I think this roster is going to look like this season. I understand I used the 3 terrible words that Miami Heat fans hate to hear in my last video, that the Heat are running it back. But let's see what running it back looks like, shall we? Let's look at the projecting starting 5. Now, this is my opinion, you guys. I feel is going to be the most optimal starting 5 for the Miami Heat. You got Bam Adebayo starting at center with Kevin Love. Kevin Love as the 4, I think, will work perfectly. He doesn't have to play 35 minutes. We saw it in the playoffs and towards the end of the season. Kevin Love will give you 20 to 20 minutes starting. He starts the first and the third quarter. Caleb Martin takes most of those 4 spot minutes, or possibly someone else. But Kevin Love, with those beautiful outlet passes, unbelievable 3-point shot next to Bam. We've seen this in the past, you guys. Bam Adebayo works well with a big man that stretches the floor. Guys like Myers Leonard, Kelly Olynyk, and Kevin Love. I think to start the season, Kevin Love is the perfect option at the 4, especially with his experience. You got Jimmy Butler at the 3, obviously. Tyler Hero, and Josh Richardson. I want to see Tyler Hero and Josh Richardson starting in the backcourt. Who's the point guard? I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter. We are playing positionless basketball, you guys, which is beautiful with Erik Spoelstra. And what are you going to have out there with those 5 guys? You're going to have 5 players that are 6'6" and up. None of these players are 6 feet like Kyle Lowry. You have a big backcourt with Josh Richardson and Tyler Hero. 2 guys that can hold the ball, 2 guys that can create on their own, and you got Josh Richardson, who's the defensive specialist. So whoever you're playing, it doesn't matter who guards the point guard. It's either Tyler Hero or Josh Richardson. Josh Richardson's job will be to guard the better player. So if you're playing Sacramento, Josh Richardson would guard the De'Aaron Fox. If you get what I mean. Josh Richardson guards the best player. That's what I think would work. Now, as the 6th man, you guys, Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin takes that role as a 6th man. He becomes the guy coming off the bench. I can see Caleb Martin playing 82 games, averaging 30 to 35 minutes a game, taking the role, coming off the bench for Kevin Love, coming off the bench for Jimmy Butler, coming off the bench for Tyler Hero. It doesn't matter. You bench any of those 5 guys, even Bam. You can bring in Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin, like I've said before and I'll continue to say it, is the perfect Swiss Army knife. But then after Caleb Martin, you guys, this Miami Heat roster is 11 deep. When I say 11 deep, 11 guys that can come in and produce immediately. Because after Caleb Martin, what do they have? Thomas Bryant, who they signed in the offseason, a 6'10" man who can play the center backing up Bam Adebayo. He's a scorer. Jaime Jaquez, who we just drafted, just like Caleb Martin, a Swiss Army knife. Let's not forget, you guys, Jimmy Butler will not play 82 games this season. The games that Jimmy Butler takes off, we have both Caleb Martin and Jaime Jaquez that can easily fit that spot. Let's not forget, we also still kept Nikola Jovic. Are we forgetting about Nikola Jovic, who gained 45 pounds since his rookie season? Nikola Jovic, who dominated the FIBA basketball tournament, who's just itching and clawing for a spot, and we can possibly have that starting 4 position go to Nikola Jovic. He's going to have Kevin Love mentoring him all season, kind of like Gabe Vincent last year, with the last few years with Kyle Lowry. That's another thing to keep your eye on. We also got Duncan Robinson. You guys, don't forget about baby Dunk. Duncan Robinson, who excelled in the playoffs last season. Duncan Robinson, who has evolved his game, who can now create his own shot with the ball. I think Duncan Robinson now, and let's not forget, you guys, Duncan Robinson fell off the track because this team was overloaded with guards. At one point, we had Gabe Vincent, Victor Oladipo, Kyle Lowry, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Tyler here. I mean, my God, it was just so many guards in the position. Duncan Robinson couldn't have his opportunity. I'll say it again. Tyler Hero, Kyle Lowry, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Victor Oladipo, and Duncan Robinson. Those were 6 guys playing a 2-guard position. Duncan lost his opportunity. Now that Victor's gone, now that Gabe is gone, now that Max is gone, Duncan Robinson finally gets his opportunity again. Don't forget, you guys, 2019, when Duncan was given optimal minutes, look what he did. That right there, you guys, and let's not forget, I almost forgot him, Kyle Lowry. If you tell me that Kyle Lowry is starting this season, I'll rip my freaking hair off. No. That starting 5 that I said was beautiful. Kyle Lowry is the only true point guard that we have from these 11 names that I named. So Kyle Lowry, perfect coming off the bench. It's his last season. He's got a tradable contract, and he fit well as the backup point guard. You saw it last season, especially in the playoffs. I think, and then obviously with his age, you guys, I don't like Kyle Lowry at 37 going on to 38 playing against 22-year-old point guards. No. Tyler Hero and Josh Richardson are young, they're fast, and they're capable. Kyle Lowry comes off the bench. Perfect fit. So right there, I named 11 names. And people are seriously going to think the Miami Heat are going to be a bottom-level team. I think the Heat are pissed off. I think the Heat are ready to attack. I think this is going to be a different season. I think this is not going to be like last season, you guys. I think the Heat are truly pissed. I think Spoelstra's going to get these guys to look what the NBA did to us. Look at all this crap with Damian Lillard and how the NBA's mocking us and how everybody forget what we did in the 2023 season. Everybody's laughing at us. So now it's time to go out there and to shut everybody up. Because that's what we do here in Miami Heat basketball. We're used to it. We're used to all the hate. We're used to all the doubts. Ain't no different, you guys. But it's time to shock the world yet again and shut everyone's mouth. And look, I named 11 names, you guys. Let's not forget other players that we have that are ready to scratch and claw for their spot, chomping at the bits. Yeah, we lost Gabe Vincent. Yeah, we lost Max Strus. But let's not forget what we do with undrafted players. Let's not forget what we do with no-name players. And look at these names I'm about to throw at you guys. Orlando Robinson, Haywood Highsmith, Cole Swider, R.J. Hampton, Jamal Cain, Jrue Smith. 6 guys that in the middle towards the end of the season, 1 or 2 of these names, Miami Heat fans are going to be going crazy for. Because we have the best coach in the NBA. My God. Hello? Are you guys not hearing me? I mean, is everybody seriously thinking that this Miami Heat team is going to be bad in the 2024 season? Hell no. Hell no. I'm fully confident in this Miami Heat squad. I know that when guys like Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, and Kevin Love take games off, we're going to have a depth of people ready to do something. I'm confident, and I am fully in true belief that this Miami Heat team can definitely make some noise, not in the playoffs, but also in the regular season. So I hope, because ESPN be throwing some shade on the Miami Heat. I don't know if you saw that post. ESPN put post of Damian Lillard, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and James Harden in Miami Heat jerseys. Or excuse me, Donovan Mitchell, not James Harden. Donovan Mitchell in Miami Heat jerseys, talking about how the Miami Heat have struck out the last 4 years. That's fine. I love it. I love it because I see these Miami Heat players. I know they're seeing it. I know it's pissing them off. Look at Tyler Hero joking around in Twitter. Look at Jimmy Butler trolling, saying all this stuff. I know they're ready, you guys. I know they're ready to prove everyone wrong. And yeah, Boston and Milwaukee got better. But let's not forget, trade deadline's not until February. I've said it before and I've said it again. There's one big name out there. One big name that may be disgruntled soon. We'll talk about him in another video. But there's one guy that Miami's going to keep their eye on and see exactly what happens. It's all about playing the waiting game right now, you guys. We struck out on Damian Lillard, yes. And you can say we struck out on Jrue Holiday. I knew there wasn't a chance that the Miami Heat was going to get Jrue Holiday. I know Miami did make an offer to Portland, but that was just an offer to be made. Trust me, you guys, this Miami Heat team will not just fall down like this. So have no fear, you guys. Ernest is here. I'm going to keep the positivity and the love continuing to going. Tomorrow, the Miami Heat are in training camp. So let me know what you guys think of this current roster. I know you're bummed. I know we struck out on Lillard. I know we didn't get Holiday. But what do you feel about this team going into the season? Have I changed your perspective with what I said about this current roster? And also, let me know who you like as a projected starting five from the Miami Heat. Do you like the players that I named, or do you like something a little bit different? Maybe you want Josh Richardson being the sixth man. Caleb Martin starting in the backcourt with Tyler Hero. Maybe you want Caleb Martin starting instead of Kevin Love. Or maybe some of you guys want Nikola Jovic starting at the 4 already. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, you guys, and please click that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell to get all my updates. And as soon as any updates go on, you guys, you know you'll be hearing it from me. Thank you so much for the love. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Let's go Heat.